Welcome back, students. In this video we will see the page replacement techniques, and we'll discuss about one of the algorithms known as first in first out page replacement algorithm. Welcome back, students. So here we can see the page replacement policy. So it is basically necessary in page fault service, and it prevents the over allocation of memory by modifying a page fault service routine to include page replacement. It does this by modifying the dirty bit or using the modify bit to reduce the overhead of page transfers. So only modified pages are returned to the disk. The page replacement completes the separation between logical memory and the physical memory. By doing this, a large virtual memory can be provided on a smaller physical memory. So here we have some basic steps used in almost all the page replacement algorithm. The first step is to find the location of the desired page on the disk, that is demanded page, due to which there is a page fault. Then find a free frame. If there is a free frame, use it. If there is no free frame, then use page replacement algorithm to select the victim frame. Victim frame is the one which is there in the memory for the longer period of time, and we need to replace that frame with a new incoming frame. Write the victim frame to the disk if it is dirty. So bring the desired page into new free frame. Then you have to update the page table and the frame tables. Then continue the process by restarting the instruction that has caused the trap, because it has brought the page which is required for that particular process. The figure shows the page replacement steps. So the first step is to swap out the victim frame. So victim frame is the frame which is there on the physical memory for a longer period of time, and it is not being used by the current process for the execution. So once we find the victim frame, we have to change its valid bit to invalid bit. Okay, then we have to swap this out to the disk. Then next we have to bring the desired page which is necessary for the execution of current process into the physical memory. Once we bring the page into the desired memory into the free frame, we have to reset the page table for the new frame. That is, we have to change its invalid bit to valid bit so that the process can resume its execution. So as you all know, the page represents the logical address and frame represents the physical memory address for the process. So frame allocation algorithm determines how many frames to give to each process and which frames to replace. So the page replacement algorithms are basically responsible to have lowest page fault rate on both first access and re-access. So the algorithms are evaluated by running it on a particular string of memory reference. So this is called as a string of memory reference. So these are the pages which are requested by a process to bring back onto the main memory, and every algorithm computes the number of page faults on that string. So string is just a page number, not a full address. So repeated access to the same page does not cause a page fault, and results depend on the number of frames available. So for example, we have taken this reference string as 7, 0, 1, 2 like this. So these are the just page numbers, not the full address. So in this graph, we have the page fault versus the number of frames. So the number of frames is nothing but the size of the physical memory. If the physical memory has only one frame, that is, only one page can be brought into the memory. So every page will lead to a page fault. So you will have a maximum page fault at number of frames equal to 1. When physical memory number of frames is increased to 2, then we can see that the page fault is reduced. And when we increase the number of frames on the physical memory to 3, still it is reduced. When it is increased to 4, still it is reduced. But we see that when the number of frames is 5 or 6, the page fault is a constant value. So we can say that when the number of frames are increased to certain number, the page fault remains constant. Now we'll see. So let us take one algorithm with an example here. We consider the reference string as 701203 like this. So these are the requested pages by the process which are not there on the main memory. We consider the page frames as 3 here, that is the main memory size is 3. It can hold at a time 3 pages per process. Now to start with the algorithm, we are writing the same reference string with some gap here. 701203042230 like this with some gap in between. Next we are drawing a box of 3 frames here because it is given that the main memory can hold at a time 3 pages per process. Then incoming first page is 7. 7 is not available in the main memory because initially all the frames are empty. There is a page fault and 7 is loaded into the frame. Next incoming page is 0. 0 is not there in the main memory. So there is a page fault and there is a new free frame found. 0 can be loaded here. Next incoming page request is 1, which is not there in the memory, and there is a free frame. So 1 is loaded into the free frame. Then next incoming page request is 2. 2 is not there in the main memory. So we have to find one victim frame which has to be replaced from the main memory so that we can bring back the requested page 2 into the memory. To find the victim frame, we are using the algorithm known as first in first out. That is, the page which has entered the memory first, that is considered as the victim frame. Here the first page entered is 7, so 7 is a victim frame. So 7 is removed from the memory and 2 is loaded in place of it. The next incoming request is 0. 0 is already there in the memory, so there is no page fault. Then remember students that whenever there is a page fault, you are redrawing this box. When there is no page fault, you are not supposed to draw the box. So the redrawing the box is not necessary for page 0 because 0 is already there in the memory. Next page is 3. 3 is not there in the memory. So you have to find the victim frame, that is the oldest frame in the memory, that is 0. 0 is replaced by 3. Next incoming page is 0. The 0 is not there in the memory. The oldest frame is 1. So 1 is replaced by 0 here. Next incoming page is 4. 4 is not there in the memory. Oldest frame is 2. 2 is replaced by 4. Next incoming page is 2. 2 is not there in this memory. So the oldest frame is 3. So 3 is replaced by 2 here. Next incoming request is 3. 3 is not there in this memory. Oldest frame is 0. 0 is replaced by 3. Next incoming request is 0. 0 is not there in the memory. Oldest frame is 4. So 4 is replaced with 0 here. Next incoming request page is 3. 3 is already there in the memory. There is no page fault. No need to redraw the box. Similarly for page 2, it is already there in the memory. So there is no page fault. No need to draw the box. Then there is a request for page 1 which is not there in the memory. You have 0, 2, 3. Now victim frame is the oldest page in the memory, that is 2. So 2 is replaced by 1 here with the page fault. Next page, incoming page is 2. 2 is not there in the memory. There is a page fault and the victim frame is oldest page in the memory, that is 3. So 3 is replaced by 2. Next incoming requested page is 0. 0 is already there in the memory. There is no page fault. No need to redraw the boxes here. Similarly for 1 also, 1 is already there in the memory. There is no page fault. Next incoming request is page number 7. It is not there in the memory. So the oldest page is 0. 0 is replaced with 7. Then next incoming request is 0. 0 is not there in this. So there is a page fault and the victim frame is oldest page in the memory, that is 1. 1 is replaced by 0. Next incoming page is 1. 1 is not there in the memory. We have to find the oldest page is 2, which is replaced by 1. So we have to stop the process here because all the reference string are over. Then we can calculate the number of page faults as how many times you have redrawn these boxes. So the page fault is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So for this given reference string, there are 15 page faults. And this is how the first in first out algorithm is used to replace the oldest frame into the main memory. Students, here we have one reference string 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the pages requested by a particular process, and for this process we observe one pattern known as Bellidy's anomaly. That is, when the number of frames are increased, the page fault should reduced. It should reduce, but it is not happening for this set of reference string. So I am giving this as an exercise for you students. So you take this reference string, apply the FIFO algorithm for page replacement considering number of frames as 3, then increase it to 4, then again reduce it to 2. We observe that it follows the pattern of Bellidy's anomaly that we can see in the graph in the next slide. The figure shows the page replacement steps. So the first step is to swap out the victim frame. So victim frame is the frame which is there on the physical memory for a longer period of time and it is not being used by the current process for the execution. So once we find the victim frame, we have to change its valid bit to invalid bit. Okay, then we have to swap this out to the disk. Then next we have to bring the desired page which is necessary for the execution of current process into the physical memory. Once we bring the page into the desired memory into the free frame, we have to reset the page table for the new frame. That is, we have to change its invalid bit to valid bit so that the process can resume its execution. In my next video, we'll discuss about another algorithm, optimal page replacement algorithm. Thank you students. Stay home, stay safe.